What's up, guys? Tanner here. Quick little video. If you guys need to do your oil pressure sensor on a 3rd gen 5.9 Cummins. So a lot of people online are saying if you're getting errant readings, or if it just drops to 0 but you know your oil pump is good, or you don't hear any noises or any crazy clacking and all that, and it's just it's just the dummy. As it is, that gauge on the dash is a dummy gauge, but the ECM reads like low or high. It doesn't really read like an actual, so it just gives you a reading on the gauge more for peace of mind than an actual reading from what I have found. So if you want to do, you got to go up in here on the driver's side of the engine. You're going to find a plug. Hang on. It's under. I don't know if you can see. There it is. So that green one right there, you can see the fresh sensor in there. Green plug. It's going to be like any other plug on here. It's going to have a red tab that you have to pull out, and then you push the green to pull it off. Mine did not have the red tab, but it was still in good shape, and it clicked and did not pull off. So thankfully that worked. But the reason I'm making this video is because most of the interweb said it would work with just an 1/16" socket. It will not. The sensor is a hair too long to fit into the socket. So you have to go and buy yourself one of these. It's an oil pressure switch socket. Got this at Napa. It's a Carlisle tool, part number 3458. It was like 17 bucks. Well worth it to have. That way you know you're not going to screw up the sensor if there's any issue, if you have to redo it again. Or strip the threads, not the threads, the fitting on there. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see that. It doesn't look very squared off, does it? Well, that's because it's not. You have to have a 6-point, but in between those 6 points, it's rounded, and it is not flat, as if you were to have like a 12-point or like a normal 1/16" bolt. If you can see in there, you have your flat spot, and then you have your rounded going in there, flat, rounded. So it's definitely worth it to get this. Just a little PSA that I found. I hope that helps, as well as being able to find that pressure sensor. If you have a 5.9, a 3rd gen, a 5.9 in a 3rd gen, that is going to be where your oil pressure sensor is located. It's going to be on the passenger side, above the ECM, in front of the fuel filter bowl. Now, 6.7s, from what I've seen, are by the oil filter, and 5.9 12 valves are basically where this one's located, but more in front. And if you cannot find it, chances are that green plug is probably covered in gunk, because mine was. I didn't see a green plug. I was wiping my hands on stuff, then I go, oh, wiped it off, neon green. So if you're lucky and you've never had any fluids or anything leak or blow or dust or anything, your chances are yours is probably still neon green, and you'll be able to find it. But if not, just put your hand on a few things in there and you guys could kind of see where it was. As well as, don't try to do that with a wrench, because there's no room in there. That socket makes it 10 times easier. You pull the plug off, you pull the socket out. I mean, it's probably a 5-minute job if you can reach. Anyway, just wanted to let you guys know that. You guys have a good afternoon, and we will talk to you later. All right?